Dear students, in this video we are going to see the closer look to Hampi. First we will see Hampi, the architectural splendor of Hampi, how they was made, that construction that we are going to see. First one, Hampi is located in the Krishna Tungabhadra basin. Where it is? It is in Krishna Tungabhadra. What it is? Both rivers, and which formed the nucleus of Vijayanagara Empire, founded in 1336. Okay, who was the king of that area? That is Empire, Vijayanagara Empires, and when it founded that empires, that is in 1336. Then the magnificent ruin at the Hampi reveals a well fortified city. No mortar or cementing agent was used in the construction of these walls, and the techniques followed was to wedge them together by interlocking. Please underline which technique they was using. They used interlocking system. So many things you want to underline. Where is Hampi? That is in Krishna Tungabhadra basin. And who was the empire of that area? Vijayanagara Empire. And in which year it is founded? 1336. Then what was the speciality of that one? The Hampi it is a well fortified city. And which technique they was using to make the fortification or the construction? They was using interlocking. Then we are moving to next part. The architecture of Hampi was distinctive. The building in the royal complex had splendid arches, domes, pillared halls with niches for holding sculptures. They also had well planned orchards and pleasure gardens with sculpture motifs such as the lotus and corbels. In its heyday in the 15th and 16th century, Hampi bustled with commercial and cultural activities. Muslim merchants, chettis, and agents of European traders such as Portuguese and thronged in the market of Hampi. Well, the speciality of the Hampi, that construction itself very special. It was very special, and the building was made with many speciality. Domes was there, then pillar halls was there, arches was there, then very plant gardens was there. The fortification or the things what they made, it was very attractive things. And at the same time, when they was very famous, that time we can see the many people, especially for commerce and cultural purpose, many people came here to discuss with poetries or dramas like that. Then as well as for the commerce purpose, many people came. Muslim merchants, means the Arabian side people, they came. Chettiars from South India, they came. And the people again the Portuguese people from Europe, like that many people, they visited Hampi on in 15th and 16th century. Temple were a hub of cultural activities, and the Devadasis, temple dances, performed before the deity, and royalty and masses in the many pillared halls in the Virubacha, a form of Shiva temple. And in the temple there was it is the place of cultural exchange and cultural performance, like that. Especially temple dancers was performing the dances there in front of the god, and there was big halls for that purpose also. Then the Mahanavami festival, known today as the Navaratri in South India, what we are celebrating now, was one of the most important festivals celebrated at Hampi on that time. Still it is very famous, the Hampi area Navaratri festival. And now we are celebrating Navaratri, and these days we are making the prayers, and we are keeping the statues in home and the common places like that. Then was one of the most important festivals celebrated at Hampi. Archaeologists have found the Mahanavami platform were where the king received the guest and accepted tribute from the subordinate chiefs. And when they excavated, the historians and anthropologists, when they conducted study, they found out the place where the king was sitting and receiving the guest, as well as the accepting the gifts what was given by the chief subordinate chiefs, means the chiefs appointed by the king. From here, he also watched dance and music performance, as well as wrestling bouts. Everything, where he was sitting, that particular place, from that he can visit, watch everything from that same chair. Post. If the dancers are dancing, or the wrestling, or other activities, means the performance of the people, as well as the guest also can sit there, and he also can enjoy with the king. Hampi fell into ruin following the defeat of the Vijayanagara in 1565 by Desani Sultans, the rulers of the Golconda, Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Berar and Biradar. The kings, when they came and attacked in second half of the 16th century, then the Hampi or the Vijayanagara emperor become defeated or started to decline. Then next point, it is the gateway to the west. That is the second place what we want to study, that is Surat, that is in Gujarat. Surat in Gujarat was the emporium of the western trade during the Mughal period, along with the Cambay, present day Combat, and the somewhat later Ahmedabad. Surat was the gateway for the trade with West Asia via Gulf of Hormuz. Surat has also been called the gate of Mecca because many pilgrim ships set sail from here. We can see the speciality of Surat, and in 8th standard also you will study. Speciality of Surat we will study in 8th standard also, because in the time of 15th century or up to 16th 17th century, it was known as the gateway because of many reasons. First of all, the ships, it was a port city, and many ships was starting from there to pilgrim, especially Muslim pilgrims was moving to Mecca side, as well as traders was collecting cotton and silk cloth and going from here to Arabian countries, like that. Then they was bringing their things to India and China, but by this port. So it was very famous on that time. Then the city was a cosmopolitan, and the people of all caste and creed lived there. In 17th century, the Portuguese, Dutch and English had their factories and warehouses at Surat. In 17th century itself, we are having the historical evidence. The European peoples who came to India, in that Portuguese, Dutch and English people, they had their factories as well as warehouses at Surat. During to the English chronicler Ovington, who wrote an account of the port in 1689, on average of 100 ships of different countries could be found at the port at any given time. Means in Surat there was hundreds of ships every day. There was stocked there and was rusting, like that. Who saying, like that chronicler Ovington saying, in which year? 1689. There were also several details of the wholesale, retail and wholesale shops selling cotton textiles. The textiles of the Surat was famous for their gold lace borders. We already discussed in the key points, that is sari, and had a market in the West Asia, Africa and Europe. The state built numerous rest houses to take care of the needs of the people from all over the world who came to the city. Means the lodging facility they was giving, and because the different country people, they was coming here to collect the things. There were magnificent buildings and innumerable pleasure parks. The Kathiawat Seths and the Mahajans, means the money changers, had huge banking houses at Surat. Means now also Surat is a very what we can say, fast changing city. Not only now, before in 17th century itself or 15th century onwards, it was the condition there in Surat. Then we can see banking system, the lodging system, like, and then the special types of clothes, like that many things we can see there. Then next one, in the not worthy of the Surat, Gundis were honored at the far off markets of Cairo in Egypt, and Basra in Iraq, and Antwerp in Belgium. Means many places the Surat clothes and Surat, what we can say, the homage how he was giving, that was very famous in other places also. However, Surat began to decline towards the end of the 17th century. This was because of the many factors: the loss of market and the productivity because of the decline of the Mughal emperor, control over the sea route by the Portuguese, and competition from the Bombay, present day Mumbai, and where the English East India Company shifted its headquarters in 1668. Today, Surat is bustling commercial center. And again, Surat is declining in 17th century. Many reasons are there. First reason, that the market, the India, because of the British people came, or the European people came here, and they started to collect things what they want, like that, and they compelled the Indian farmers to produce what they want, like that. So they lost their market as well as the productivity, the very less productivity, and the, because first reason, the power, the, what we can say, the rulers of Mughal emperor declined, and the power hand over to British people. That is the first reason. Second reason, the sea route controlled by Portuguese. Now it is not in the hands of the Indians or Mughal emperor, it is in the hands of the Portuguese people. The next one, the from Surat they are changing their shipping facility, everything, to Bombay area, present we are calling it Mumbai. Then next one, the East India Company changed their headquarters to Mumbai in 1668. Then again, now Surat is again faster developing city. Okay, we'll continue in next video.